Week 11 of the fantasy baseball season. Here's a few pitchers I'll look to buy and trade for this week. The first pitcher, Michael King of the San Diego Padres. So far this year, overall the numbers are good for King, but the last couple weeks, he's been getting hit around pretty hard as King. On the year, 68 innings, 4-4 record, 65 Ks, a 3.18 ERA, 1.13 whip, and 5 quality starts. But the last 2 weeks, 9 2/3, 0-2 record, 6 Ks, and 8.38 ERA, 1.55 whip. So like I said, King, he's been hit around over the last 2 outings. He's been pitching good baseball this season, is Michael King. Well, maybe he's hitting the wall a little bit, or maybe he's not 100%, where he's had injuries on and off over the last couple seasons. And last year, he only pitched 73 and a third, and already at 68 innings on the season is Michael King. So he's got good stuff. This Padre team, they're playing good baseball so far this season. And after coming off of 2 bad outings, his value's gone down a little bit, is Michael King. May 18th versus the Dodgers, 7 innings, got the win. 4 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 9 Ks, a quality start. May 24th versus the A's, 3 2/3, got the loss. 5 hits, 4 runs, 4 walks, 4 Ks. And then May 30th at the Nationals, believe it or not, the best offense in the National League. 6 innings, got the loss. 5 hits, 5 runs, a walk, 2 Ks in that one. So his next outing is June 5th on Friday versus the New York Mets, where their offense, especially on the road, is one of the worst offenses in all Major League Baseball. Michael King, he's got great stuff. I just think it was a hiccup, 2 bad outings in a row for him. But this is a perfect time for fantasy owners to go out there and get him. Like you said, he's got great stuff, is Michael King. His ERA has been pretty solid over the last few seasons. The only red flag with him is obviously injury. And like I said, now we'll see how he continues this year, where he's almost hit his innings from last season before he went down with injury, but definitely a pitcher after 2 bad outings I would try to get on my roster, because I think he could turn things around. And we know he's a talented pitcher, and he's got a lot of break on his pitches. The next pitcher, Spencer Strider of the Atlanta Braves. Spencer Strider, he hasn't been healthy for the most part over the last couple seasons, but this Brave team's rolling. They're the best team right now in the National League, and Strider on the year, 31 innings, 3-1 record, 40 Ks, a 3.77 ERA, 1.26 whip, and 2 quality starts. In the last couple weeks, 16 and a third, 2-1 record, 22 Ks, a 4.96 ERA, 1.29 whip, and a quality start. So Strider, a few years ago, he's one of the better pitchers in the major leagues, and obviously fantasy baseball, where he was even a second round pick, I remember, before he went down with the Tommy John, and then last year dealing with some injuries. So Strider not going as deep into games. We know he's on a first place team and the best team in the NL as of now in the first few months of the season, but I think he could pitch better and get his legs under him even more, Strider, to get back to the form where he was May 21st at the Marlins. 6 1/3, got the win. 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 9 Ks, a quality start. May 26th at Boston, 5 innings, got the win. 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, 5 Ks. And May 31st at the Reds, 5 innings, got the loss. 7 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 8 Ks. So like I said, Strider's not going deep into games. His K rate is still pretty solid though, 22 strikeouts in his last 3 outings. And ERA is solid under a 4, but the last couple weeks that ERA's inflated a little bit for Spencer Strider. So like I said, he's still pitching pretty well, is Spencer Strider. Not going deep into games. ERA is up over the last couple weeks, and I just think he could hit another level. And I know it takes a little bit of time, a year and a half, to really get back to form, coming off of Tommy John, but I think Strider's that type of pitcher that he could get back to the form he was pitching at, and he's definitely a buy low pitcher this week. Next pitcher, Nolan McLean, the New York Mets. And Nolan McLean, his control's been an issue for him over the last few outings, where last season he came up in August, one of the better pitchers in the league he was, and then beginning of the year he pitched very well, but now the last month of the season he's been one of the worst pitchers in the league. On the year, 66 1/3, 3-4 record, 77 Ks, a 4.21 ERA, 1.12 whip, and 5 quality starts in the season. In the last month, 27 innings, 2-2 record, like I said, 26 Ks, a 6 ERA, 1.37 whip, and 2 quality starts. So this New York Met team, they are one of the worst teams in the league. They don't score a lot of runs, which obviously is a problem as well, with McLean getting a lot of wins this season. But like I said, the control hasn't been there. He's not going deep into games as well. He's only hit 5 2/3 once in the last 3 outings, is Nolan McLean. And he's walking a lot of batters, and he's putting pitches in bad spots where he's been getting hit. May 19th at the Nats, 5 2/3, got the loss. 8 hits, 6 runs, 2 walks, 5 Ks. May 25th versus the Reds, 3 1/3, got the loss. 5 hits, 7 runs, 2 walks, 6 Ks. And May 31st versus the Marlins, he did get the win, and only gave up a run, but he walked 5 in that one. 5 innings, got the win, 2 hits, a run, 5 walks, 2 Ks. So like I said, he hasn't had a quality start in his last 3 outings as Nolan McLean. He's on a bad New York Met team that's not going to score runs. But like I said, early in the year, he was going deep into games. He was striking out a lot of batters, and he was only giving up a run and 2 per game. So right now, while the league's caught up to McLean a little bit, where he's got to go back and make some adjustments, I think he can, because the movement on his pitches are nasty. He's got a good fastball, and he's just got to get back to basics a little bit, is Nolan McLean, and I think he can. So this week, definitely a pitcher I would go and buy. Well, like I said, I know a lot of wins most likely won't be there for him. With the offense, the New York Mets can't produce a lot of runs this season, but everything else should fall back into place for McLean. He's just too talented and has great stuff. Next pitcher, Ranger Suarez of the Boston Red Sox. Ranger Suarez, he was the big off-season signing for the Red Sox in the rotation, and on the year, 58 2/3, 2-3 record, 57 Ks, 3.38 ERA, 1.16 WHIP, and 3 quality starts. But the last couple weeks for him as well, he's been batting practice, 14 1/3, 0-1 record, 17 Ks, a 6.28 ERA, 1.81 WHIP on the time. So Suarez, he's been up and down so far this season. Overall, though, the numbers look good on paper, obviously, especially the ERA. But like I said, he's been hit around over the last couple weeks. This Ranger Suarez, and Fenway Park could be a bad fit for him, even though last season in the bandbox in Philadelphia, he pitched well, but now he's failed to go more than 5 innings the last 3 outings as Ranger Suarez, but he's still a guy that could go out there, help fantasy owners. Last season, he did go 157 1/3, so give you decent innings. And right now, while he's struggling a little bit, he's a buy low pitcher. May 19th at the Royals, 4 1/3, no decision, 4 hits, a run, 3 walks, 3 Ks. May 26th versus the Braves, 5 innings, got the loss, 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 walks, 4 Ks. And May 31st at Cleveland, he pitched decent in that one, 5 innings, 8 hits, but gave up 4 runs, 2 walks, 10 Ks. And Suarez, he's not known for being a high K guy, obviously, in that ball game a couple games ago. So Ranger Suarez, like I said, he's failed to go 5+ innings over the last few outings. He's not going deep into games. He's given up 10 earned runs in the last 3 outings as well, where he's definitely hitting the wall a little bit with his new team in Boston. And I know this Red Sox team isn't great, but Ranger Suarez, he's been a durable pitcher the last couple seasons. He's got good stuff. He got a big money contract deal for a reason in the offseason, and I think he's going to bounce back as Ranger Suarez. So after a few bad outings in a row, and this Red Sox team, not a good team for the most part this year, he's definitely someone you could get on a discount this week. And the final pitcher, Shota Imanaga of the Chicago Cubs. Imanaga, he got off to a nice start the first month of the season, but ever since then, the last month, he's been one of the worst pitchers in the game. 70 innings on the year, 4-6 record, 69 Ks, a 4.37 ERA, 1.07 WHIP, and 6 quality starts. But the last month, 28 2/3, 1-4 record, 26 Ks, a 7.22 ERA, 1.40 WHIP, and 2 quality starts. In the last 2 weeks, 11 1/3, 0-2 record, 8 Ks, a 9.53 ERA, 1.24 WHIP. So he's been hit around all over the ballpark. Is Shota Imanaga, but he's got good stuff. And like I said, the first month of the season, he was pitching good. And then this last month, he's been one of the worst pitchers in the league. And that's just how the Cubs season's gone. The first month, one of the best teams in the league. And then they were free-falling, losing 10 in a row at a point as well. So the last few games for Imanaga, May 18th versus the Brewers, 4 1/3, got the loss. 9 hits, 8 runs, 3 walks, 2 Ks. May 24th versus Houston, 6 innings, got the loss. 7 hits, 7 runs, a walk, 6 Ks. And May 29th at the Cardinals, 5 1/3, got the loss. 5 hits, 5 runs, a walk, 2 Ks. So the one positive out of getting hit around over the last few weeks here for Imanaga, he's still going pretty deep into games, 5 innings or more, 2 out of those last 3 outings where he's been rocked in those. And his next outings, June 4th, on Thursday versus the Athletics, where their offense is hit or miss. But Imanaga, like I said, he's got good stuff. Right now, this Cub team, they're struggling, honestly. I think they'll get back on track a little bit in the next few ball games. And also, as well, Imanaga is still going deep into games. Just his location, he's got to be a little bit better with. And a team like the A's that have a lot of swing and miss stuff, I think he get back on track. So after the last few weeks, he hasn't done much. Is Imanaga definitely a pitcher to buy? Well, this week, so that's a few pitchers I look to buy and trade for week 11 of the fantasy baseball season.